Have you ever done this? You watched an inspiring video, you attended a workshop, you bought a new course, you created a vision board and promised yourself that this time will be different. You woke up early, you started journaling, you started exercising, you started reading. For a few days, you felt unstoppable. Then life happened. You missed one day, then another, then another. And before you knew it, you were back to your old habits. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not lacking motivation. In fact, then you keep starting strong but never finishing has nothing to do with discipline and everything to do with something much more deeper. Today, I'm going to show you why this keeps happening and how to finally break out of the cycle. Stay with me because this one insight can completely change the way you approach growth forever. Let's talk about the cycle most people live in. Step 1, they get inspired. Number 2, they take massive action. 3, they feel amazing. Number 4, they lose momentum. Number 5, they quit. 6, they feel guilty. 7, wait for the next motivational boost and then repeat year after year. Most people think they have consistency problem, but that's not true. Because if consistency was a problem, we wouldn't be consistent at checking social media. You wouldn't be consistent at worrying. You won't be consistent at procrastinating. The truth is, you are already consistent. You're just consistent with your current identity. And that's where everything changes. Imagine a person who says, I want to become fit, but deep inside, they still see themselves as someone who is unhealthy. Every workout feels unnatural, every healthy meal feels forced, every gym session feels like a struggle. Why? Because their actions are fighting their identity. Here's the truth: you can force behavior temporarily, but you cannot force identity permanently. Eventually, identity wins. Always. Let me give you an example. Think of your identity like a rubber band. When you try something new, you stretch the rubber band. You start waking up at 5 a.m., you start reading, you start exercising, you start building business. But if your identity hasn't changed, the rubber band pulls you back. Back to comfort, back to procrastination, back to excuses, back to old version of yourself. This is why motivation doesn't work. Motivation can stretch the rubber band, but only identity can expand it. That's why after every seminar, every new year resolution, every motivational video, you people return to who you are. Not because you failed, because you never upgraded your identity. One of the biggest lie you have ever been told is change your actions and your life will change. I disagree totally. Your actions matter definitely, but actions are the result. Identity is the cause. Most people are trying to build a new life using old identity. That's like trying to install a new software on outdated operating system. Eventually, everything crashes. You don't become successful because you perform successful action. You perform successful action because you become the kind of person who naturally does them. That's the difference. The goal is not to do productive things. The goal is to become a productive person. The goal is not to exercise. The goal is to become someone who values health. The goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a learner. Identity first, behavior second, results third. This framework we have used to help thousands of people creating lasting transformation in our community. Stage 1, recognition. Most people never stop to recognize the patterns controlling their lives. Ask yourself, who am I being right now? What beliefs are driving my actions? What identity am I carrying? Awareness is the first breakthrough. Stage number 2, acceptance. Stop fighting reality. Accept where you are. Accept your mistakes. Accept your patterns. Not to stay there, but to understand them. You can't change what you refuse to acknowledge. Stage 3, activation. Now create a new identity. Ask yourself, who do I need to become? Not what I need to do. Who do I need to become? Maybe it's a disciplined person, a healthy person, a confident leader, a focused entrepreneur. Define the identity first. Stage 4, alignment. Now align your daily actions with that identity. Every day ask yourself, what would my future self do? And then do that. Not perfectly, not consistently. Small actions, repeated daily, eventually become proof. And proof becomes belief. And belief becomes your identity. Imagine two people both want success. Person A says, I want success. Person B says, I am becoming the type of person who creates success. One focus on outcome, other focus on identity. And years later, the second person wins because goal can motivate, but identity transforms. The life you want is waiting on the other side of identity transformation. Not another motivational video, not another productivity hack, not another shortcut, an identity shift. If this video resonated with you, comment below. I want to become my hero self. I personally read comments. I want to know what identity you are leaving behind today. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit a like button. Subscribe because every week we share neuroscience backed strategies to help you become your hero self. Remember, your life changes the moment your identity changes. See you in the next video.